Will AI replace your job as a data analyst? This is the question a lot of us are asking right now. So in this video, we will be looking into facts and data and drawing a conclusion on whether our jobs as data analysts are safe or not. We will also find out what employers are looking for in an ideal candidate and what it takes to get a job in this market. So let's start with the job market first. The US Bureau of Labor Statistics projects a 34% increase in data scientists and data analyst positions over the next 8 years. As you can see, the median salary is about $112,000 per year, and the number of jobs as of 2024 were almost 250,000. So definitely the demand is there. One thing to note here is that the Bureau combines multiple data roles into fewer categories, as you can see. Now, if we look at the data analytics market as a whole, the global data analytics market was worth $23 billion in 2019, and it's projected to reach $133 billion in 2026. That is almost 480% jump in just 7 years. So for pure demand perspective, more data jobs will exist in 5 years than they do today. Having said that, more jobs existing does not mean it's easier to get one. In 2025, the average job seeker spent 3 months or more looking for a data role, even with strong skills, because the market is getting more competitive. And also because barrier to entry has dropped dramatically over the last 3 years, because there are more boot camps and online certifications than ever before. Not only that, AI has also accelerated learning. Suddenly, hundreds and thousands of people worldwide are upskilling into data analytics, which makes sense when you look at the search volume for data analytics and related courses. As a result, employers are now seeing hundreds of CVs that look almost identical, and AI isn't helping either because candidates are using it to make their resume look good and fit the mold of an ideal candidate so they can pass through the HR's AI resume sorter, which is making it far harder for people who are genuinely good. Now let's talk about what AI is actually taking over and how it is affecting data analysts' role. So there is a company called Alteryx that conducted a survey on how AI affects the data analyst's role. They found that 70% of data analysts are already using AI tools to boost their productivity in 2025. And about 87% say they feel more strategically valuable than ever before because of it. And only a small percentage feel concerned about AI. Let me give you a simple example. Many a times, I would be creating a select statement based on the columns from a spreadsheet. This was done manually before, but now I can just share a screenshot of the columns and ask Copilot to create a query for me. Or let's say I missed something in my long query. I can ask AI to help me correct it. Not only that, if you were to migrate your SQL code from, let's say, TSQL to Redshift SQL, AI drastically cuts down the time. Also, I read somewhere that AI will increase productivity by 40%. And that is where a senior role can now handle work that was previously done by a junior. And when errors occur, the senior role can use their expertise to troubleshoot because they have the experience that AI does not. You have to admit, with the advent of AI, there is this feeling of why learn coding when AI can write it for you? But that same mindset bites you back because the whole thing becomes a black box and is therefore harder to troubleshoot for a junior who has been leaning on AI to do their task and does not necessarily have underlying expertise. But believe me, AI can't do everything, especially when it comes to interpersonal skills. It also can't come up with novel out-of-the-box ideas because there is no data to train these models on. It cannot walk into a boardroom meeting and reframe a finding in a way that actually changes a decision. And this is where data storytelling comes into picture. By the way, we have a whole newsletter about it. It's called yodas.com, so check it out. So the role is not disappearing, rather it's bifurcating. AI automates mundane tasks or tasks that require little to no human intervention. I mean, automation tools in data analytics have existed for a reason, and this was already happening in some form. So now let's walk through the biggest changes that are happening right now. Number 1. Employers are no longer posting generic data analyst roles. According to a research from UMass Laval and Harvard, the generic data analyst title is rapidly evolving into specialized roles. You are now seeing titles like analytics engineer, AI augmented analyst, data product manager, and even AI trust lead and prompt architect. Number 2. The skill bar for entry level has risen sharply. Based on 2025 and 2026 job postings, over 80% of data analyst jobs now mention SQL, and over 60% mention Excel and Sheets, and around 50% mention Python and R. And not only that, machine learning mentions in job postings doubled to 14% in 2025. 5 years ago, knowing SQL and basic Excel was enough to get the interview. But now it's no longer enough. Number 3, as more and more applications are incorporating AI to deliver real-time analytics, there is a diminishing demand for analytics from a traditional BI team. So by the time they reach out to a data analyst, they need cross-system analytics, which requires data engineering and data warehousing skills. Needless to say that the line between data analyst and data engineering is blurring, and that is why you will see job postings like data analytics engineer. Also, cloud experience is becoming a must, as most applications now are hosted on cloud to cut the on-prem cost. So while people are focused on what AI is taking away, it is also creating entirely new roles that didn't exist 3 years ago. Let's look at the analytics translator role. This is someone who sits between data team and executive leadership, translating what the numbers mean into decisions the business can act on. Then there is the AI system trainer and prompt analyst. These are people who design, test, and refine the instructions given to AI system to ensure accurate and useful outputs. There are so many other roles out there, you just have to search for them, such as analytics engineering, LLM evaluation analyst, AI output analyst, conventional data analyst, AI performance analyst, NLP data analyst, synthetic data analyst, and AI data curator. So now let's talk about the strategy that will help you break into data analytics in today's world. Step number 1. Become genuinely good at SQL. This is not optional anymore because hiring managers now use in-depth SQL questions and live coding as a hard filter. You need to be able to write window functions, CTE, complex joins, and aggregate queries without Googling. Number 2. Build a portfolio around specific domain, not just the generic data set like we all know Titanic dataset, right? It needs to be in field such as healthcare, finance, e-commerce, or sports. And make sure you frame each project around a real business question, such as average ED wait time or which product is costing the business a negative ROI. Step 3. Add 1 or 2 AI tools to your stack. Show how you use ChatGPT or Copilot to accelerate data cleaning, then validated and corrected the output yourself. This proves your understanding of AI tools with limitations, which is exactly what employers want to see from a junior candidate right now. Step 4. Learn one BI tool deeply. Pick Power BI or Tableau. It's your choice, and become genuinely good at it. Build dashboards that tell a real story and not just displaying data, and then publish it publicly. It showcases that you have real practical skills. Step 5. Fix your resume for ATS. Over 80% of applications are filtered by applicant tracking system before a human ever sees them. Tailor your resume to each job you apply for. If your resume doesn't exactly match the keywords in the job description, your application will be rejected. Step 6. Apply for roles that get you in, not the role you want. The data analyst title itself is becoming harder to land at entry level because competition is the highest there. Look at the other similar roles such as business analyst, reporting analyst, data operations analyst, or analytics associate. These roles often have less competition and teach you the same fundamental skills and serve you a legitimate 12-month bridge to the data analyst title. From there, you can apply for a data analyst role. Step 7. Let's say you have zero experience. Then you should go freelancing first. Find one small business in your area or online. Offer to build them a free or inexpensive dashboard for their existing data and use it as experience on your resume. So let me bring this all together. The job is not disappearing. It is just getting harder to break into right now. If you position yourself correctly and apply for other similar roles first, it will be far easier to land a data analytics role later. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, and if you ever wonder how data storytelling is done in real life, then check out my newsletter. Take care. Bye.